Hello, Twin Flames, and all of my new viewers. Thank you for watching. I know that I'm a little late today, a lot late. I kind of got slammed with some energies I guess I did not anticipate and should have, being that I am on the quest to provide truth in love to the collective on this journey and on our proverbial rites of passage on the ascension process. So I did pray over the deck. I have a new deck, Angel Answers. I hope you can see that without too much of a glare. Let's try going that way. Yeah. Angel Answers, and that's for more definitive yes or no answers on a spread. I'm using that's from Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Sarah Marchetti, one of my favorites. I've been using this one for about 10 years. Daily Guidance from Your Angels Oracle cards, and that also is a very old deck. So I ask that the angels, archangels, ascended masters, Jesus, God, the Holy Spirit, provide us with the information that we need to go about our day, our night. I ask for clarity and concise directions on these messages for the collective. So I did start with Twin Flames, and I started with Twin Flames because I am a Twin Flame, and I know how tough the journey is, and I know the ups and downs and curves and swings and really maintaining balance through it all has been quite the feat, I can assure you. And of course, I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir. So I'm going to cut the deck and see how they want me to read. So this is this is a daily spread. So I'm going to draw 5 cards. And if I need clarifications, I'll ask my guides to tell me from which deck to clarify from. So here we go. Wow, what a beautiful deck. So we have a major arcana right in the center as the outcome, justice. Justice will prevail. And at the bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands keeps coming up. So that's kind of telling us that we have to maintain our peace, that we have to keep our mouth shut if necessary, but stand our ground. Keeping our mouth shut is not the same as backing down or being walked on. It's basically just kind of letting everybody say what they need to, and standing in our peace and in the truth of our peace. So that's where a lot of us fall short, is we don't stand in the truth, and that's not what God wants for us. Yesterday I prayed and I took out the Bible for the reading, and today I'm not guided in that way, but I do work for God, and I am a peacemaker, and I'm also an agent of change, and those roles I take very seriously. I trust that God has put me on this path for a reason, and that He wants my experience to benefit others, and that's a pretty important and powerful role that I get to play in the world, and I take that very seriously. So I'm going to go on with the reading. And we start with the Six of Pentacles. So we're working hard on our mission. And I want to just show you that. Six of Pentacles. And I should be a little bit more clear there. A little less glare. The Six of Pentacles represents earthly, worldly possessions. You probably are aware of that. And it shows successful material gain and being in a position that allows you to share with others. Business ventures should be paying off, or perhaps an increase is coming in your direction. This also tells us that once the work is complete, and we must appreciate the rewards, and that we should enjoy them. Sharing your time and talents with others is part of what we are asked to do in the collective. So work hard, play hard, share hard, create hard, appreciation and time, money, talents. We want to share all these things with the world. What I like about this is that we have two pentacles, starting with the ace as an unexpected. So you might have an unexpected venture coming to you. It also represents material gains, successful endeavors that bring good financial reward. So it's talking about all is well in your world as far as material abundance coming your way. That again is in the unexpected role, and if you were, unsure about an idea that you had, this is saying to go forward with it. We often get this inspiration, and the devil sneaks in and says, nah, it's not a good idea, or don't do that. We want to stay away from those negative thoughts. They're coming from a belief system that is outdated, a belief system that has kept us stuck, and a belief system that is stalling the ascension process. Though in and of itself, it is a process to overcome that. Trust me, I know. I'm going through it myself, and what I appreciate about being on this journey is though I'm only a few steps ahead of some, I'm way behind others, so I am constantly in the state of teacher and learner. And some of the lessons that I learned from not following through my ideas, like this one, which was given to me to share publicly more than 10 years ago, finally is taking shape. So you get to watch me from the beginning and see the progression and the growth as I get to watch yours. I can be present for many by putting it out to the world, and that in and of itself is just a blessing. So we have in the second position, well, so the first position represents work. So this is appropriate. This is talking about work. The Six of Pentacles, it means you are on a good path, that you should enjoy the rewards, and that the fruits of your labor are being realized. The Knight of Swords can represent an event or a young man. So I will talk about both, and what resonates with you is meant to resonate with you, because I'm talking to so many people. The energies are getting to who they're supposed to get to, and the information is getting to who they're supposed to get to. Also, if you're not watching this on the day that I put it out, like for example today, I'll go into that after, because that's a little bit of a long story. The lack of obedience this morning caused some physical suffering, so I don't want to do that again. I didn't like that. So I'll go back to talking about the card. So the Knight of Swords, as a young man, quick-minded, rather serious, and sometimes impatient, has a strong character and can be strangely magnetic, yet sometimes appears insensitive of the feelings of others. So what I like is that this the outcome, the Justice card. The Justice card. So we have the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine in this reading. We also have the Two of Cups in this reading. So there is, I just want to say union for some of you. Union will be imminent. I do want to say that when it comes to the union could be of the female and masculine, feminine and masculine within yourself. It could also, which is a very important union. We may understate that in the hopes of getting to the actual physical reunion because of longing, because of loneliness, because of, I just want to get started already. We have a mission. But the union within yourself is the most powerful union you can have, because this way you're already complete when the union happens. And in your completeness, whether you're a male or a female, because I know that there will be males watching this, you must be complete in order for this mission to move forward successfully. So all the lessons that you get in the absence of your counterpart are the lessons that are divinely orchestrated for you. So whether you went through some poverty issues, financial issues, housing issues, they were all to strengthen your gifts. And the gifts are all internal. They're all within you. So the Knight of Swords, if it's an event, it's swift moving, and it may even be chaotic due to the speed at which the events unfold and the feelings of confusion that could create. Swift moving action is a necessary requirement as it brings about better circumstances. There is a great deal of strength offered by this knight, which can be advantageous. So you need to be ready to ride with the changes he brings. So, yeah, I mean, if it's talking about your divine masculine, it could be just the energy of moving forward in success on the mission that you're being guided to do. Divine masculine could be male or female. Since we both carry those energies, we want to, one of the goals of ascension and on the twin flame path is that we balance the male and feminine, the male and female within us, so as to have that balance within. We are not supposed to be in relationships anymore that are of the codependent nature. And that's all of our relationships. So it doesn't matter which relationship, if it's a parent and a child, or siblings, or work relationships. We have to bring our full, whole, healed self. And in this message, it's telling us, be prepared for change, because change happens, whether we like it or whether we don't. Change in society is a very difficult pill to swallow. We like the status quo more than we like change. And as a result, well, we don't really have a choice. So, when we have a major arcana, we just don't have a choice. We want to be open to the possibilities at all times, and that is difficult because we are comfortable in what we know, and we're uncomfortable in the things that we don't know. And I'm also a coach, a life and spiritual coach, and I ask the people that I work with, would you rather be uncomfortable in what you know is going to cause you unhappiness, you know it thoroughly, you've done it before, Or would you rather be uncomfortable in something brand new that you've never experienced and might be better than what you already know? And that causes an aha moment. Well, wait a minute. I already know this thing. It's like a warm fuzzy blanket, and it feels like home, but it's time to try and reach out. Um, this is telling me that with the Justice card being at the center and being the outcome, that the divine and masculine energies are really within you, because it's requiring balance. It's requiring that the balance must be within. Um, she's blindfolded, so she's kind of got to feel her way through. She's got to use her five senses in the Justice position. She's got to think rationally and not emotionally to make a decision. And we're going to be tested on that. A well-balanced mind is required in order to come to a well-balanced decision that is fair and reasonable for all concerned. So you might be in a legal situation. If you are highly emotionally charged about it, you're not going to see clearly. This could have to do with legal documents for some. Um, I'll get clarifiers on that. And then, of course, the Two of Cups, which is a welcome card for many who are really anticipating union or want to be in union. So it's showing that the manifestation is starting to come into reality. So it represents growth in relationships, and growth in relationships could also be the relationship between you and God, you and your counterpart, you and the people around you. This is a very welcome card because it can represent romantic and intimate relationships, but it can represent relationships at large and in general. And the most important relationship is the one that you have with you. This has a male and a female. We have a male and a female. We have a male working hard over here, which, again, it's important that we recognize where we're at and really be honest about that. Am I ready for a union with another? Am I ready for that? And if I'm not, what do I need to be ready? How can I maintain and manage a balanced mind and heart? How can I keep things in a flow? Particularly when we have at the bottom of the deck the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands requires balance. It requires using your intellect over your emotion. I think they call that the the emotion quotient. I didn't mean for that to sound like that, but yeah, because this showed up again in the reading, Seven of Wands. So we really want to make sure that we are using our intellect over emotions, and in many cases we forget that. So I think I'm gonna go to. Yeah, they want me to go to the Angels Oracle cards just to clarify this, because this is just a daily reading, and it looks like manifestation is occurring, and be open to the new forms. It may not come the way you think it's supposed to. That's an important value in this process, is that things aren't going to show up the way we think they should. God works in mysterious ways. Everything he does is in silence. He doesn't go and collaborate with 100 people and see if you're going to maybe find out by word of mouth. He really speaks to your heart. And one of the reasons that I have agreed to engage in doing the tarot and the oracle cards, because I did fight it, was I work for God, and in other religions this is all taboo. But I think that people need a visual to really see, where am I at, where am I going. I don't. I think that having a little bit of insight into the future brings hope, and kind of strengthens faith and trust that all things are well. And that's kind of the role I want to play here, is just encouraging that, all things are well, and it's a matter of perspective. And when we look at change as an example, like if we get the Tower card, we kind of get all afraid, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But after everything is settled, you realize that that was the best thing that could have happened to you and for you. So we have to remember that it's not only about us, but it is about the people that cross our path, that are helped by the examples that we set from how we handle those big changes. And I'm not saying, oh, you got to be strong or put your big girl panties on, or big boy panties on. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, there is integrity and grace, and even being in stability in your emotions and being honest about that is integrity. So I encourage, be where you're at. It'll teach you something. So please let us know what you want us to know. Joy. Joy. There's always joy is the highest energy of all. It is the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. So that's pretty good affirmation that change can bring joy if we allow it. It's a matter of our perspective and our perceptions. Everything is possible. So we have to appreciate where we're at, appreciate changes, appreciate she's beautiful. She's an angel on a dolphin, just kind of coming out of the water. You can see the sprays coming off. She is delicately perched on the dolphin's fin. Just a beautiful, beautiful clarifier for this reading. Be in joy. Be in joy. That is the highest energy level that we can have in order for the manifestation process to take place. So I thank you for watching. That's all for today. I'm going to be back tomorrow on time in the morning so that you can have your day, and with high vibration information. If you miss it, then you can just use this video to get you on the high vibration. You can go to sleep with a high vibration. And peace, love, blessings to you all. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I encourage questions. I put up the email link today. I am taking appointments for private readings if you're interested. I think I'm going to tell you the story of my day starting late tomorrow. It's been, well, I'm in the process of learning, guys, and I am just grateful that I was able to at least get this up today. So, love you. Bye.